I'm finally back to brunette, completely, fully, literally just got my hair done, and I wanted to film something, and I thought about doing like a podcast episode, and I had it all mapped out, but I was like, to be honest, I do not want to get ready, do my makeup, all this stuff right now. I want to do my skincare. So this is my nighttime skincare routine. As someone who is acne prone, because I'm still trying to figure out a solution to what is going on. I know some of it is hormonal, but definitely have some scarring and just like larger breakouts that really bother me. And I always notice this consistent trend. Once I start working out and I'm sweating more, that it just like gets trapped. So it's improving, but it's not perfect. So if you also have acne prone skin, you might want to try this routine out. I have mostly clean products that are meant to not clog your pores and just like really get that gunk out of there. There is one product that I'm still testing out that I've integrated into my routine, and I will have a better review on that in a few weeks. I'm still just kind of testing it out, but more on that as we get into it. I try to cover as much of my edges as I can. You can still see that they're there a little bit, but gotta do what you gotta do. The Youth to the People Green Tea Spinach Vitamin Superfood Cleanser is my go-to, so much that I am like scraping the barrel. I like to lather this on before I use water so it can really just like touch the surface of my skin and kind of sit there for a second. And then I add water when I'm ready for it to kind of lather. Once I get a nice good lather in, that's when I like to go in with my gua sha. For a long time I was using like an oil or an Aquaphor to do my gua sha at night. But because my pores clog so easily, that I just felt like it was really messing with the health of my skin. So I have pivoted to this method. Doing this method really works better in the shower. Is soaking wet, but this is how I do it. 2 to 3 times a week I'm also using this Dermalogica 2 to 3 times a week I'm also using this Dermalogica exfoliant. I swear by this microfoliant is so amazing, and the reason why my face is dripping wet is because I quite literally go from one thing to another. So because it's like beads, it's not necessarily a like mixture. You kind of have to self mix it, and I find the best results when I mix it on my face because the beads disintegrate, and so I want the best work done on my face and not scrubbing on my hands. So I try to do it really quickly. I wash my face, I put this on. Now is when I go in with the newest product in my routine. It's Clearly by Topicals. It's a clarifying calming mask, and it's supposed to really help with your acne and breakouts. So what you're supposed to do, I literally have been using this for a week, so I don't have like an accurate result. I know the first few times I've used it, it has felt really good on my skin. It hasn't irritated me or broken me out any further, but we will see. Time will tell. So what you're supposed to do is apply a thin layer onto your skin and leave on for 15 minutes. You can use it up to 3 times a week, so that is exactly how I've been using it. Like other topical products, you can tell that they took their time in the lab with it. I love Topicals down. I love them so much, but you can tell that stuff is like medicated and very intentional with the ingredients because it do not be smelling like rainbows and sunshine, and I'm totally okay with that as long as it works. And then on spots where I have more kind of breakouts or visible kind of like stuff coming in. I like to put more on it. So like you can see right here. You're green. I would say 15 minutes is definitely its max. It is time for me to wash this off my face. And when you rinse it off, it does have some beading in it that you're able to just kind of... The immediate feeling from using that product is very refreshed. Like it feels like it peels kind of that layer of like whatever. I'm not even gonna try and make up terms. I don't know what I'm talking about here, okay? It feels really soft. It feels great. It doesn't break me out. That's what I need to know. Break it down in layman's terms as easy as you can. It works for me. It feels good. My skin is soft. Now is when I start to near the end of my routine. This is the Eqqualberry Swimming Pool Facial Toner. I was finding a lot of issues with using acid-based toners, things with acid in it that were like helping to kind of clarify some things. This is supposed to still bring some of that gunk or stuff that's trapped under the surface. It's still supposed to help it come up, except it uses more natural products. I've been using this since probably October or November. The biggest effect I noticed is having like some of the smaller like acne bumps actually come to the surface. It works almost a little too well. Like I didn't need to have that much. And then to seal the deal, I have the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. Love her down. It has been one of my favorites. I have a few other favorites that I've run out of, but Kiehl's was kind enough to send me a moisture pack as PR, and so ever since I got it, I've been using it. I also like to lock it all in with some Aquaphor. This is like the best lip mask you can give yourself overnight. And that's a wrap. That really is all I do. I'm down to the most basic of basics I can be with my skincare routine. This is now at a point where I'm like really trying to clarify and get to the root of my issues with my skin. So it feels very nice to have a fresh face after all of that. Sometimes I will use like a pimple patch or two or something just to kind of like help further clarify that. If you have any tips, please let me know, because I'm really trying by my wedding for all of this to just be clear, dark spots, acne, all of this stuff, everything included. I just want a smooth, perfect, which I know is not possible, face. So if you have any tips, please let your girl know.